Any man give his life for Yahanna, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that U.P.K banner, is my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary.
Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground. Nah, this ain't no movement, this a takedown. We will not be moved or intimidated. We ain't the type. You got a problem, tell them cross the fucking line. My niggas ain't polite. Soldiers to the left and right. I die for every man body. Before I be a coward, I'd rather be a dead body. This will be my kingdom when the hour pass. You can either get with it or get flipped like an hourglass. We live by honor and no excuse. Just sit the prayer up to the Lord. I told him, then let all the terrorists loose. Hold your tongue or get rebuked, cause you made a truce. With a race that made merchandise out of my abuse. Scared of who? You got your gun, then pull it. Me and my niggas start to argue, it's about who gon' bite the bullet. It gon' take round, take round, take round. Opponents better move slow. Attack dog for this truth. Nigga, cool yo. Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Oh, thought you could cross us with no consequence, but you will pay dearly. You should've used your common sense. My zeal lit, that means you could never prevail. Hey, with a true sit, hey, with warriors dwell. Be wise with them weapons, cause I promise. My nine just like my wife, she concealed, she modest. I know two things, a robber will not prosper. And any man harm me and my aunt gon' meet the doctor. Cause this life is warfare, it's not an easy walk. Been watching my people die, so you can miss me with that love talk. My U.P.K soldiers, any man try to cross your path, make him regret it. What that means? Fall on his ass. Comparing me to you really ain't no contest. Long live one West. Say what? Long live one West. This for those who thinking we ain't ready for. Tell them back up. I'm about to drop something heavy for. Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down.
You boy, you know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in, yeah. But that was my nigga. I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Rewan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding General Yahanna. Straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, that's what I'm ripping. And my niggas solid, number real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves, while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, and shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
I.S.U.P.K. We out here in Baltimore, you know what I mean? We was having an amazing food and clothing drive out here, feeding the people, clothing the people, and staying, getting love from the brothers and sisters out here.
But that was my niggas. Yeah. Under command and General Yahanna. Die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my hock can gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth, this shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talkin' shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we U.P.K, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid, number real ones in my section. If you
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're...
All right, let's clap it up. Shalom, DC, with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started at 1 West, 125th Street, New York, under Commander General Yahanna. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible, and the truth is that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Jews, and that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. We're not affiliated with any other Christian church or Hebrew Israelite group. 1 West is home of the truth. It's not under Commander General Yahanna. It's not the truth. If anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and type it in the chat. I'm President Officer of 1000 Bakwashi. I'm holding it down for Captain Shock. Captain Shock will be down here momentarily. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and type that in the chat. We're going to save them for Cap. You know what I'm saying? If anybody has any questions about the Bible or how we supposed to live our lives, you know what I'm saying? Anybody got any questions? You know what I'm saying? On how things are supposed to be versus what we've been taught. Go ahead, type it in the chat. And if you want to, dial the, you want to call in, that's no sweat too. We got a phone number as well. But you have something, Shapat?
Oh, God, sir. Numbers 1 and 15 when you talk about fringes and all that. Is anything saying that we don't have to wear them every day, all day, and it's more of a saying this so like we don't have to walk around with them on the bottom of our t-shirt all day, every day.
Well, first of all, it's not going to be on the bottom of our t-shirt because the scripture says, put fringes on the borders of your garment, and that's an undergarment. You know what I'm saying? Just like you have on, you have on some drawers, you have some socks on. You gonna put fringes on your drawers and socks as well? Hit me with you're stupid. You're stupid. You putting fringes on the bottom. You putting not even fringes. I'm gonna call them curtain tassels. You putting curtain tassels on the bottom of your shirts. You're wrong, and you're learning from even stupider people. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church is stupid. Even if they call themselves Israelite, they're still the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as wearing fringes wherever, it's meant to be on our garment when we are at work. And what do I mean when we're at work? I'm not talking about doing slavery. Right here, this is work. You know what I'm saying? I'm beginning teaching a class. I'm teaching my people how to live life according to how the way the Most High God told us how to do it. Right? I will wear fringes. You know what I'm saying? During the Sabbath service, I will wear fringes. When we go out to camp, I will wear fringes. During the High Holy Day, I will wear fringes. If I'm going to see the new Superman movie, I don't have to wear fringes. I'm just going to see a movie. You know what I'm saying? if I'm going out to get my car washed, I don't have to wear fringes. I'm just going to get my car washed. Now, if I want to do that, there's no law saying that you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But what we use the fringe, we have the fringes on is when we're doing a job, and the purpose of the fringes is so it can remind us, you know what I'm saying, the law.
Whole perfect thing. I'm battling this fake Israelite, and he had the fringes on his t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm we pull the scripture. It's supposed to be on your garment. That's an undergarment that you have on. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until like maybe the 80s where we even just started wearing t-shirts without a shirt over top of it. It was always an undergarment. You know what I mean? But I'm about to say, then he was like, you don't even got yours on. I said, first of all, you know what I'm saying, I'm at my slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm following the law. You know what I'm saying? The law of the land. Law of the land, my job said you got to wear this uniform. You know what I mean? But he was pressing the fact that I didn't even have nothing on, and I'm talking about him being at the bottom of the t-shirt. But I explained to him it's only supposed to be in your garment, on the border. That's not a border. So he switched the subject. I ain't even had nothing on. You know
okay, no sweat. Well, we'll switch the subject to just because you got your fringes on, does that mean you can rape a 12-year-old girl? Or how about have relations with men? You know what I'm saying? Because his organization, it doesn't matter what organization he's in, they either deal with little girls or they deal with men. They deal with other men's women. Does that stop them from because the purpose of the fringes is to stop you, to remind you of the law. Does it stop them from reminding them of breaking the law? I don't think so.
Like just that, you know, I in so many ways I did that because I ain't gonna say what my slavery is, but he didn't pay for the services of my slavery.
Oh, so he was stealing.
I say, so did you pay? He just started laughing.
What you laughing at? I asked a serious question.
Right. No, he was exiting. I couldn't follow him.
No, I know what you say. I know what you mean, but yeah, he's laughing. I ain't laughing. I'm asking you a question. Did he say what group he was in?
He just had on a solid black shirt, nothing on it with the fringes at about.
Man, stop calling them fringes. Them things ain't fringes. Them things are tatters. You know what I'm saying? The curtains that go on the bottom of your grandmother's curtains. Lampshade. The lampshade, even better. The things that go on the bottom of your grandmother's lampshades. That's what he has on his shirt. But you should ask him what group he's in. You know. And then ask him, did that stop his leader from sending promiscuous pictures of men to other men? What's that? Yeah. Nah. It didn't stop him. He had his tassels on the bottom of his shirt. He had them on. Did it stop him from fighting the demon that he has on him called, Leviticus? Does it stop him from doing that? No. Nah. So did it stop this brother from stealing? Because it was obvious that this dude was stealing. He didn't, and then when he was confronted about it, he just laughed and kept on going about his business. They're frauds. They're frauds. They're just like the Pharisees and the Sadducees saying, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that. Meanwhile, the whole time they're doing everything under the sun. Just like the Christian church. Just like the Christian church. So there is no difference between, them wearing them robes, them choir robes, or wearing them tassels at the bottom of the shirt.
So was there anything that straight up states that, like, I don't have to wear them all day long. They for work. Like, is it a scripture that straight up says, we pulled it, it says, tell them to, all the children of Israel to wear them, to remind them of the law. It didn't really say like, don't wear them all the time. It didn't say you do wear them all the time. Yeah,
there is scripture, but he's not gonna follow it because he's he's not gonna follow it because he's not in the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
He's not gonna follow because he's in a Christian church. You know what I'm saying? So why bother? Tell him to stop stealing. You know what I'm saying? Tell him to stop following a pizza file. You know what I'm saying? Tell him to stop following homosexuals. You have some?
It's like too. Precept. If I made a paraphrase, I would bring to them. If they left us, they were never with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of them came from I.S.U.P.K. from a break off.
Mm-hmm.
That's even worse. So they all like third generation break off. You know what I mean?
Once upon a time, you know what I'm saying? I know people may not understand what I'm about to say, but once upon a time, especially in the hood, we used to watch movies even before it came out. And it was called bootlegs. And when we would watch them things would be dubbed from dub. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the audio will be out of sync and it will be all blurry, but it'll be obvious that this is not the real thing. That's these fake Israelites. And with that, I pass the class over to Priest and Captain Michelle Mayon.
What's going on out there? How you feeling? Nobody. What were you dealing with? What you was dealing with?
I had a question on is there a scripture that says you don't have to wear fringes every single day?
Where's the root of the question coming from? Fuck him. Wear fringes when you want, nigga. Who the fuck does that even matter? Trump just met with the president of fucking Bahrain. Ask the fake Israelite if he could spell Bahrain or if he even know where it is. Just ask him. You asking me about fringes. These niggas is arming up. You sneaking around buying extended clips and trying to figure out how you could get your AK to fire automatic. They go into full-out war. You battling me about wearing fringes every day. Nigga, wear them whenever you want. Wear them when you're fucking. Sew it on the condom. Sew it on the rubbers. I don't know. What you want to do is you don't entertain bullshit. If you're serious about the fishing, you're wasting time on them. You're absolutely wasting time on them. There's somebody right now contemplating about blowing their brains out. You need to find him. Stop slapboxing. That's what you're doing with them. You ever see old niggas? Hold on, my knee, man. You know my. All right, let's go. I'm fuck you up now. That's what you're doing. Go find a nigga that need your help. Go find a nigga that you could show he's an Israelite, and he'll follow you wherever. He'll be like, you need anything? You need to run to the store. He'll value everything that comes from your mouth. Don't waste your time with a nigga who he's not gonna pay. Does he pay tithes? He believes in tithes as money? No. I could put my head on a block. He doesn't. I could put my head on a block. Tithes is corn, and he ain't even bring any damn corn with fringes on his t-shirt. You get the point? He ain't even bring any goddamn corn out. He don't care. He don't care about it. We're talking about some Negro who's comfortable in America. That's what fake Israelites are. They're comfortable here. They're absolutely comfortable. They don't want no change. They don't want no smoke either. They don't want no smoke from, the Muslims, the skinheads, the Scientologists, nobody. They don't want no smoke from that woman in the house. That's why they get to wear fringes on the t-shirt. So abroad, they know that shit is soft. They know that shit is like a hem on a fucking skirt. And that means that they're one of them. They like the same. You get the point? I wouldn't battle none of that shit out. Just forget that shit. Like, you show him, okay, you don't have to wear fringes everywhere. Now what? Is he going to come in the truth? What do you think? So then the battle is just for you at this point. It's for your experience, which is fine. That's Torah. But then when you put all them hours in, shadow boxing and slap boxing, you still had to lift the crates of camera after you done shadow box all week. You need to find the dude who wants to come to lift the crates for you. You want to find the brother that you could show him how to solve his problems, and he wants to read for you. Not some, weed smoking, chimney face, cigarette smoking nigga who you got to wear fringes everywhere, brother. You see, I don't. That's why I can't get to your camp bangers, man. Something, and he just wants to remain here. You want to find a nigga who want to come read for you, so we could get the fuck out this place, right? So we could get up out of here. The same nigga. Let me guess. Does he agree the Latinos are Israelites? It was because Shapat, that's where you're supposed to be hitting them out. Part of the slap boxing is to connect some slaps and all that. And let's connect. Let's see if the Latinos are Israelites. Let's see if what he feel about tithes. Go ahead. Which is something you should pay all the time. Okay. Whether you have clothes on or not, whether you have fringes on or not. You get the point? Go ahead.
Go, cause so my slave, it was a quick, quick little battle.
No sweat.
But one thing I do know, I was telling off the Quasha, he didn't even pay for the services of my slave. So I cut him right there. And he tried to hurry up and leave.
What do you mean?
You know what I do.
Right.
He didn't pay.
Okay, I mean, that's neither here nor there. That part is neither here nor there. Right? What you want to do now is you want to treat your time like an investment. You want to treat it like it's very important. And it has to matter. It has to, It has to resonate, or it has to repay you. It should repay you. And with that, and that's for every brother and sister. With that, once you start to look at your time like that, you're going to spend it better. You're going to spend it with more purpose, with more intent. Some things you're just not going to do because it costs too much time. It just, I ain't got time for that thing. This thing, it costs too much time. I ain't got time for that. This is a waste of my time. You start managing your time better. It makes you more productive because you want your time to count for something. Now, if I tell you the truth and I'm laying it out to you and you're not hearing, I could spend a little bit more time with you. 2-3 times. The Bible say what, warn them once and twice, and I'm probably paraphrasing it wrong. Whoever know what I'm talking about, let me just find it for me and tell me where it is. It was like you could tell them once and twice, and after that, don't even worry about it. You get the point? Don't even worry about it. Now, if this is somebody who is, for want of a better expression, hard-headed, but not hard-headed like how a Christian would be, or a fake Israelite who's all Christians at the end of the day. That's another thing too. Don't treat fake Israelites any different than you would treat a Christian. You get the point? Would you spend that much time battling a Christian if you know there was a Christian? You like cutting them. Well, cut the fake Israelite. You're making a distinction with the two of them because some way, and this is not a fault or a stab at you or anything, but it's natural for anybody to look for something similar to them. Kids, when they go to a new school, try to look for the same person to talk to. So it's natural for you to look at some old shalawami type nigga and think, okay, we have something in common. We're not the same, but we could relate. Nigga, you relate to what? You a Christian, same way. He didn't want to hear you cutting, fucking, whatever. You get the point? But I do know there's a brother right now facing parole, trying to come home before Thanksgiving. And he's on the internet, on TikTok or scrolling reels on some phone he ain't supposed to have. I do know that. I do know there's a brother or a sister right now trying to get off weed. You get the point? Like have real fucking problems that don't have time to, when do I wear fringes? Whenever the fuck I tell you to wear fringes, nigga. That's when you wear fringes. When I tell you to wear it. Like what we talking about? You go to the doctor and take a prescription. You go to prison and bathe when they tell you bathe. You go to a slave and go to the slave when the oppressor tell you to be there at that time. And don't lie to me saying I go when I want, because I can't tell. I'm driving through DC and had to swerve and jab because you're trying to beat the yellow light. So where the fuck you Russian going? To the slave you show up whenever you want? No. How come everybody gets to tell you what is what except another nigga? I'm probably not the best person for fishing because I'm Shepard. So like, you might want to ask another person now. Fucking Mark. There's people who really need the help. There's people who really just totally lost and going through mental breakdowns because this world is not making sense to them. And they need your voice to be like, damn, that's why this was this way. So what about this? And what about that? You know what you're supposed to be asking them? What to do with somebody who they won't stop calling you? That should be the question. Go look for them. Find them. Don't waste no time on some old proud nigga who he just enjoy talking to you because he see you on YouTube. He just said you think he don't know who the fuck you are. He enjoys talking to you because, oh, that's one of them UPK niggas. Yeah, guess what, man? I talked to them UPK niggas today, man. I had him on the ropes. We was going back and forth. That's what you're giving him. That's what you're giving him, man. You go to your slave, do the slave. Because when you're on the slave, when you're at camp, Salakia, when you're at camp, your supervisor cannot come to that table and ask you shit about the slavery. Me, myself, I wouldn't allow it. I know Kazak ain't gonna allow it either. He gonna tell that nigga on Monday. So when you're on the slave, do the slave. If they come to you and ask you something, send them to the school. Now, if it's something where you're on the side, you're on lunch, and they come up to you and you had to break it down, fine, do it. But it's good to what? Cherish your time. This 8 hours here is for the slave master. That's all you get. You could get less, but you ain't getting no more. After that 8 hours, you go home, and then there's a time for the Lord. Usually it's around 6 to 9 or 10 p.m. every night. And for the on Saturdays for the Sabbath service and the camp, and for the sisters who attend the classes, your time might be a few hours in the grocery store buying the food you're going to prepare to bring to the camp, and the time you bring it down to the school. You have time for everything, huh? Some nigga who is like, well, show me where it say you don't have to wear it all the time. Well, nigga, wear it all the time. How about them tithes? Are we supposed to pay tithes all the time? You paying it? Why are you not paying tithes? You're wearing fringes. Why are you not paying the tithes? Can you pay the tithes? You're not paying the tithes. That's where we need to go. That's where we need to go. You can wear fringes whenever you want to. However, there's a time you must wear fringes. You have to wear fringes when it's an official occasion. You get the point? When it's an official occasion, class, camp, a high holy day, including Passover, Sabbath service. You're going out on school business. You're doing interviews. You representing the school in some way. You're showing up to speak as a guest speaker somewhere. You would wear your priestly attire. You get the point? You would wear your priestly attire. For the women and the kids, it's more of a culture thing. You get the point? You're not going to see a law saying you have to wear it all the time, sometimes, or not at all. Of course, in the fringes law, it says wear it in all your dwellings. That could be interpreted as all the time, but in all your dwellings, meaning wherever you end up living, where you dwell is where you live, where you stay. In all your dwellings, wherever you're in Jerusalem or outside, you wear it in all your dwellings. It doesn't mean all the time. It doesn't mean, every single time. It doesn't mean that thing. This is more official. Just like America's Constitution doesn't tell them to wear a suit and a tie. But that's part of their culture. The fringes is a law, but it's also part of our culture. So we wear it culturally. We don't wear it, on an end of a t-shirt, which is just, a t-shirt is underwear. Really, when you look at it, it's an undergarment. There's t-shirts you wear over, but a t-shirt was originally an undergarment. A garment would be a shirt, like the button-up shirts, like what you all wear, or a jacket, or an ephod. That's a proper garment. Wearing fringes on a t-shirt is like wearing fringes on your drawers or your vest, because a t-shirt is really an undergarment. It's something you might work out in, or you wear under your button-up shirt, or even them devils who wear the suit and tie. They wear a more fitted t-shirt underneath. You get the point? Some kind of, t-shirt under it, or the wife beater, or the vest or something. You get the point? They would wear something like that. That's where your fringes would be. But as far as, should you wear fringes all the time, you got to examine where it's coming from. You get the point? And somebody like that, brother, is absolutely comfortable in America. Absolutely comfortable in this place, and really battling them on something is just really irrelevant and of no consequence. There's no gain. There's no gain to you opening your mouth. Imagine you were selling burgers or hot dogs, and each hot dog is a battle. You just made hot dogs and nobody ain't eating this shit. Or he done ate the hot dogs and he ain't paying for it. You get the point? Like it damn near it's like that. You don't want to open your mouth to answer everybody out. Listen, Christ didn't answer everybody. So who the hell's you? Well, you the best teacher in the world, you had to answer every single question. The scriptures say be apt to teach. Be prepared to teach at all times. It didn't say teach at all times. It said be prepared to teach at all times. You get the point? Make sure you're prepared. But at the same time, you don't have to entertain a fool. You definitely don't have to entertain a fool. Who have anybody found the one I was talking about? You have anybody online? A warrior Mokazak?
Trinidad and yeah, also
Make sure that don't make that screen big. You had to see everybody who come in. All right. Is it too big so you can't see it? Or
oh, he just had the background on.
okay, no sweat. He probably was there with the thing. Because like you know the scripture I'm talking about?
Oh, which one, sir? Salaki? I was on the phone.
Wait, no sweat. Where it says you Tawab, you need some more time or you good to go?
No, I'm good now, sir.
Okay, where it says you like answer once, twice, and but the third time, you know, just leave them, let them be.
Yeah, I'll find it now, sir.
If it sounds familiar to you, I'm definitely paraphrasing it wrong. All right. Also give me the precept shapat with the fringes. If do you have it? Did you give him any?
He went ahead and because you know I can't do all that.
Right.
Yeah, he pulled. Numbers.
Let's pull it, find whatever it is, all right. Leviathan, give me these Shapat. In fact, just write these down. Leviathan, you could grab these to read, all right. Proverbs 10 and 8. Proverbs 10 and 23.
Salaki, sir. Is it Job chapter 40, verse 4?
Go ahead and read it. Let me hear.
Kawakan. Salaki. Job chapter 40. This is verse 3. Then Job answered the Lord and said, Behold, I am vile. What shall I answer thee? I will lay mine hand upon my mouth. Once I have spoken, but I will not answer. Yea, twice, but I will proceed no further.
I could take that one. I'm not sure if that's it.
Yeah, it's another one. I had pulled it not too long ago, sir. I'm gonna try to find it.
If you could.
Kawakan.
If you could, don't write 40 and 3 just yet. You could put it off to the side. All right. The 10 and 8, and just make the 8 a little better. Then under it, write 10 and 23. It's just a little too close. Right. Let's make the 8 a little better. Then write 10 and 23. And then give me what do you have?
War says Job 33 and 14. God speaks twice. Once, twice, yet man perceive not.
I could take that one. What's that?
Job 33 and 14.
Job 33 and 14 on the side. All right. 1 second. Give me Proverbs 18 and 2. Proverbs 18 and 6. And Proverbs 24 and 7. All right. Go ahead.
And also, Catman said Matthew 10 and 14. Catman said Matthew 10 and 14.
Matthew 10. Matthew what? Matthew 10 and 14. I'll take that too. Put that under Job. Matthew 10 and what?
10 and 14.
10 and 14. Under Job. Matthew 10 and 14. All right, not the 40 and 3. What's the one you read? Because 33 and 14.
33 and 14.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I would take. Stop. 30. Okay, no, sir. Go ahead, do your thing. If you find another one, let me know. All right. And then
sir.
Hold up. Boom. Did I call for another one? I think I had another one in my mind. Okay. What do you have? 18 and 22. I think I said, yeah, I think I said 3 in Proverbs, right? Or 4. No, I think I said 4 in Proverbs. Okay. 18, hold on. 18 and 6. We get 18 and 22. Did I say 18 and 22? Okay, hold up. What's the first one? 10 and 8?
10, 23, 18, something.
10 and 23, right. Then what? 18 and 22? Hold on. Let's know. Give me Proverbs 17 and 28. You could drop 18 and 22.
It's like I said, does my sound better now?
I hear you real clear.
Okay, the water, sir.
17 and 28. I think it's 18 and 2, and then 18 and 6. And then the other one, the last one is Proverbs 24 and 7, real quick, all right? Not 24 and 7. Yeah, 24 and 7. That's the last one for that. Are we good with that? All right, Bukwash, read Job again.
This is Job chapter 33 and verse 14. For God speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not.
Right, for the Lord speaketh, you have it there, 24/7, 18, 2 and 6. So what? Yep, that's it. Right, read it one more time, Salaki.
Job 33 and 14. For God speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not.
Right, for the Lord speaketh once, yea, twice, but man perceiveth not. Meaning, the Lord gonna tell you it one time, he gonna tell you it again. And it doesn't literally mean 2 times. It just means he gonna say it more than once, but he ain't gonna keep saying it. If I'm telling you don't put your hand on the stove, it's hot, you do it, you get burned. All right, I told you not to put your hand on the stove. Don't put your hand on the stove, it's hot, you do it again. Now I had to really check to see if you have a mental problem. You might be slow, or what's the common sense thing to think?
You're ignoring.
That too, there's something else.
Rebellion.
I wouldn't say rebellion, because who the fuck am I to tell you about your hand? There's something else.
So log in.
Let me get this. I'm coming to you because I get the mic real quick too. Go ahead. You might want to slide the chair over a little bit. Go ahead.
You don't believe them?
They don't believe you. I'll take that too, but there's something else that's a little bit more that everybody could be at ease with this. What the answer looking for? Go ahead, Kazak.
You like to have your hand burned.
You just like that heat on your hand. That's about it.
That's right.
You might be one of them all, S&M type people. When you go home at night, everybody Netflixing and chilling. You sitting on there with a Red Ball in your mouth, whipping yourself. You might be one of them type, and that's fine. That's fine. Just pay your tithes and don't bring none of that shit to me school. Pay your tithes, wear your fringes, and say shalom when I see it. That's it. It's all good. It's all fine and dandy. You like that shit. And that's what am I keep telling you about it for? You like it. You like it. Everybody knows somebody like that in their life where it's the same phone call over and over. Man, you wouldn't believe what happened to me. Oh, you wouldn't believe? Oh, for real? Damn. Shit, why did that happen? Oh, and this is like the 5th time. This person likes that shit. They love it. They absolutely like it. Why am I saying it to you again for? At this point, if I'm saying it, who is it for?
Yourself.
For yourself. At this point, you just saying it for you. You saying it to make yourself feel better, which is you're inviting a demon on you because now it's going to make you hate that person because they like that particular thing. Don't care. Don't care. I got 2 of these. And they ain't burned. Get the point? If that's what you like, ain't no sweat, brother, ain't no sweat, sister. Do you? Do you? We still good, right? We still homies, we friends? Good. Burn your hand, not mine. We straight. That's this. You get the point? That's that. Because after a while, brother, you just in it for the fight. You get the point? After a while, you just in it just because. That's just not profitable. It's just a waste of your time, really. Give me Proverbs 10 and 8.
Proverbs chapter 10, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
The wise in heart will receive commandments, but a prating fool shall fall.
Mm-hmm. Read it one more time.
The wise in heart will receive commandments, but a prating fool shall fall.
It might be prating. That might be an accent thing. Y'all could check the pronunciation on that. I think it's prating. It might be prating. Right? Who knows what it means? Who knows what the scripture is saying? Anybody? Read one more time, please.
The wise in heart will receive commandments, but a prating fool shall fall.
But a prating fool shall fall. Let's see. Prating. Let me see. Hold on. If you're not sure what prating or prating is. Prate. So prating. You was right. Prating. Right?
I got the definition, sir.
Go ahead.
Prate or prating, to talk foolishly or at tediously length about something.
You talking so much is like work. It says tedious in there. Anytime you see the word tedious in there, just know if you're not working for something positive, just know you're just doing a ton of work for nothing. Like you talking so goddamn much, you talking foolishly and foolishness, and it's like a pain to listen to you speak. That's why the scripture says, "What about speaking?"
So, like if I may,
come on,
be slow to speak and quick to
and
hear,
that
quick
too.
to listen.
No, that too. There's something else. Use
Let
very
your yea
little.
be-
Come on, sis. Use very few words. Use little speech, and use plain language. Our culture is not to deliver a word salad. Our culture is not just to talk somebody into just submission. Just all right, yeah, you got to do what you want. Just stop talking. That's not our culture. Our culture is not like that. Our culture is very, okay, we are a poetic people, but we also able to convey a very big idea with less words. That's why rap music is a phenomenon. That's why, our poets and our writers are so, it's like, damn, he said this, but shit, he really mean that. You get the point? Beyonce say surfboard, and it's 3 lines, 3 words, and a song. Surfboard. Everybody know what the hell she talking about, and it paints a whole picture. A white person be like, why she keep saying surfboard? What's the whole point? Like, this is who we are as a people. You get the point? But a prating fool is somebody who's just talking a whole ton of nothing and doing a lot of work talking, which is that fake Israelite. You get the point? It's the whole thing is that. Read it one more time, man.
The wise in heart will receive commandments.
Somebody who is wise will receive a commandment. They will receive what you're saying. They'll be able to hear it. Even if they don't understand it, they'll be like, you know what? Let me check that out, man. Let me check this out. Somebody ain't going to just start to argue you down unless they know better. And when it comes to this Bible, who knows better? Like, really, Christians is just absolutely horrible. I just seen today in Maryland, they celebrate Christmas in July in some mall. The white man just put Santa in a fucking Hawaiian topper, and they celebrating Christmas in July because they want a special day for the kids. I'm like, well, this should surely ain't got nothing to do with Christ in this thing. Christ ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Who knows more about the Bible than us? So now, if this is this, you're just gonna start arguing like you had to come with something that's correct, or you just a prating fool. So a wise person would receive the commandments of the Lord. Go ahead. Come on, Ragash.
Let's lock it, Cap. So is that like saying like a hard head would basically make a soft bottom?
No, because you ain't beating nobody.
Okay.
You ain't beating nobody. Which part you asking about though, Salakia?
I was talking about the part where it says, but a prating fool shall fall.
A prating fool, meaning somebody who mean that, okay, in a way, yes. But this is not talking about a hard head. Somebody who can't get it will feel. This is not talking about a hard head, because a hard head, because you don't understand, don't make you a prating fool. You get the point? You just may not understand things just yet. You may not be ready to understand things. Part of understanding is submitting. I'm gonna just tell you straight up and down. If you ain't, nigga, who the fuck is you to tell me anything? This person could drop on you how to stay young forever. You just 24, 20, whatever's the prime age, everybody just say, I wish I was 23, 24 again. Whatever's your prime age, just in your head. Imagine somebody would come to you and say, this is the formula to go back to that and stay like that forever. And you'll still have all your wisdom. So you're going to be, early 20s. So your prime might be 18. I don't know. You might be there and you'll have all your wisdom and you'll be able to dominate and do whatever. But if in your mind, this motherfucker can't tell me shit, I ain't listening to shit they say. If that's your stance already, you ain't going to understand what they're saying. As they begin to talk, something they say is going to sound strange to you, and you'll be like, see, that's why I can't listen to this fool. And they're going to keep talking, and you would have missed everything because you're looking for the reason to not listen to nobody. Part of understanding is yielding. You get the point? Part of it is yielding. You see it a lot when people come into the truth. You might be teaching a class, and they ain't getting it, and you think it's you. It's not you, brother. It's not you. It's just them. And we've all been there. We've all been, what the fuck they saying? Man, I know what it was for me. You tell me Christ was here 5 times. I was like, 5 times. Like, what do you do? How? I couldn't get it. And I had to come back and get it. You get the point? I had to come. I'd be like, hold on. They don't taught me Christ is black with the Jews is black. Let me go back and really try to get it. You know, when you really see it when there's an argument between a man and a woman, the brother gonna say something. Turkey neck, start to snap fingers. He said the same thing again. See, that's all you said. I said, he said the same thing again. Then she goes and repeats what he says to somebody else. And they say, well, that's what he was saying. And then she gets it and she said, well, it's how he was saying it. Because she submits to the person she went to willingly. That's why she ran to the friend or the relative to convey what the problem is, because this is a person she hears. So when that person says the same thing, it makes sense. So now they have to find a reason. You get the point? But in submitting to the person, you could receive what they're saying. Words is the same words. It's English is English. You get the point?
Right.
But here, what it say? A wise person would receive commandments. You're receiving instructions. You're receiving, what it is. But a fool, it's going to be bad for them because they're not receiving instructions. You don't want to listen to you, Ark? Whatever. Brother told me a story recently, Ark. Brother in the world, I think at one point the brother was coming into the truth at the time, right? He's coming into the truth. And he had a rib. The rib had a bad alcohol problem. Horrible. Rib would not listen, Ark. Rib would not listen to the brother. The brother come in, totally clean himself up, standing strong in the Lord. The girl would not listen, Ark. not listen. Beefing with the brother, call the cops on the brother. The brother spent, I think, a night in jail. Got the case dismissed because it was some bullshit she called the cops on. Brother told me recently she doing 5 to 10 years in jail right now. You could have just stopped drinking, bitch. But you didn't want to listen. So now listen to the warden. Listen to that cell slamming. Listen to them trays coming through a little piece of thing so you could eat.
Right.
You yield to that shit, though. Or maybe not. Maybe something else had happened. All right? I told the brother, listen, that one night you went to jail was deliverance. That was the Lord delivering you out. You thought it was a bad thing. Them bracelets was just, you know, to get you away from her. Because you would have been in there. You get the point? That's a wise person would listen to the laws of the Lord. A wise person would receive it. Fool, you can't tell a fool nothing now. Give me 10 and 23.
Proverbs chapter 10, verse 23. It is a sport to a fool to do mischief. But a man of understanding hath wisdom.
You say he didn't even pay. It's a sport to an idiot to do mischief, to just do some shit that really amounts to nothing but their entertainment. And usually it's only their entertainment. Nobody else ain't laughing. Nobody else ain't having fun. They going back and forth because they like that shit out. Go ahead.
Like I was saying, once I cut him about the fringes, and I said, "Did you pay?" Because he was trying to talk about the fringes in the law. I said, "You pay?" He said, "Nah." He laughed as he walked off.
Of course not. Of course he ain't gonna pay. He ain't paying no tithes. He ain't gonna pay for nothing. Yeah, I mean, he's a sovereign nation unto himself. Huh? That's what the hell he is. He a sovereign, you know, whatever. I don't know what the hell it is. If it's what they say, I'm a sovereign nation. I'm a whatever they say. You get the point? Go ahead.
I was gonna say sovereign citizen, sir.
I'm a sovereign citizen, Salaki. I'm a traveler. You can't stop me as I'm a traveling man and travailing in my traveler's vehicle. I don't need a license. All right, nigga. Go ahead. Now, what you was gonna say when you was in Bangladesh? Go ahead.
Somewhere else.
Come on with it, dog.
I'm somewhere overseas, right? And I hooked up with this group of locals. Well, some foreigners that was locals over there, and there was one dude that was just wilding out. He was walking down the street, and this cat was just twisting the car mirrors, just going around, just twisting the car. I'm like, what you doing? He was like, just doing it.
Just doing it.
He went that way, I went that way.
Hell yeah, you was right. He was wise for doing that shit. Like really, he's vexed with a demon. A demon is living with him, so he can't tell the difference between his voice and the demon voice in his life. And the demon will tell him do some shit, and he'll just do it. It looks strange to you because you was like, hold on, what you doing? Like, what you mean? He wondering why you not doing it. The mirrors is there, you know, and they go both ways. Well, you know, why not? That makes perfect sense to him. Ain't no sweat, brother. Lord be with you.
Right.
You get the point? It's like you're gonna have to start to do that now. You can't really wrestle and jest with an idiot too much. You can't do that too much. You know, once, twice. All right, brother. And you can't be so entrenched in the battle. Right. You know what I mean? You can't be. You break it down. Take your breakdown serious. If they want to hear, you break it down to them. But brother, from the time you realize this is just an idiot act, you know, start to close the shop up. Let's hurry up and buy. You turn into Moab overnight with them. Where we at now?
Proverbs 10:23.
23. Give me 17 and 28.
Sorry, so whenever you get a chance, there's a few questions online.
On topic or something else? All right, no sweat. 17 and 28.
Proverbs chapter 17, verse 28. Even a fool, when he holding his peace, is counted wise.
Say it one more time.
Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise.
Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise. Right. Like we wouldn't be talking about this fool if he had just shut his mouth, go through the doors, get what the hell he wants, and leave. we won't even be talking about it. But he's an absolute fool. Go ahead.
And he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding.
And he that remains silent is esteemed. What does esteemed mean? Looked at. Like how somebody perceives you. They'll perceive you as, okay, this person, he seemed to have some understanding because they haven't heard you speak. And then they hear you speak. And it's like, can't believe this person. You know who this happens with a lot of celebrities? You like the movies, you like the music, you know, you like how they play sports, and then you hear an interview, and it's like, oh my God. That happened to me with Buju Banton. Oh my goodness, brother. Couldn't believe it. Saw an interview with Buju Banton after he came out of prison. And I was blown away. I couldn't fucking believe it. Same thing with Beanie Man now. How he is now. I'm like, I can't even listen to music the same, man. So like, it's just not, I can't do it anymore because you done let me know about you. Just saying, nigga. Just, you know, just, I don't know. But you it's better you just hold your peace. Not you. I'm coming to you. It's better to just hold your peace than to, you know, say something and now everybody know you're stupid based on what you say. And it's not asking a question. Asking a question is never stupid. You could get a piece of, you could get a paper towel for that. You want to hold your shirt because you don't have an undershirt, all right? It's not appropriate for class. You need a paper towel or something? You good to go? All right, no sweat. So it's better. You could ask any question, even if you think it's a silly question. It's fine. It's a question. You need clarity. When you open your mouth to make a statement, you know, again, for you to use less words and be effective, what must happen?
Must be wise.
You must be wise. You don't have to, but there's something else. Something else that must happen for you to be able to use few words and still say what it is you want to say.
You know, listen and understand.
Something else. Something else has to happen. Meaning this happens. Go ahead.
You have to submit.
No, you talking. You about to say something. And keeping in what the Bible say, using few words. Using words that's plain to understand. You're not trying to sound like, you know, Creflo. Using few words and plain language. The Bible say we use great plainness of speech. We use words everybody know. And few words. What must happen in order for you to do that? And you're going to express, you know, a big idea, or you're going to give a response. What must happen?
No, we had to think about what you're going to say.
You got the goddamn think. I'll give him a hand. You were thinking. You was there thinking like, what should I say? You got to put some thought into what comes out your mouth. But some idiot who just rambling, he's not even thinking about what he's saying. He's just talking. Or she just talking. And it's like, and the person who's listening to you is going to wait until you finish, drop a deuce from your mouth. But that's what the hell you're doing. And after that, they'll ask you a question and you'll start to think, hold on, did I say that? You don't even know what the hell you said because you was just running your goddamn mouth. Go ahead.
Our Roger said just like and in Living Color, Damon Wayne's character when he was in prison, he was just talking, my brother, this is what you got to do.
And the scene would hold change and he's still talking. Yeah, that's an idiot talk. That's an idiot, brother. You know what I mean? Shabbat, you had your hand up. You was going to say something else? All right, no sweat. Where we at? 18 and 2. Give me 18 and 2.
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 2. A fool hath no delight in understanding.
Say it again.
A fool has no delight in understanding.
That fake Israelite that? Or that Christian who came up to you and asked about fringes? He was not seeking the truth about fringes. That's not what gave him delight. You understand? His delight was what? What was his delight? I said it earlier. What was his delight? Go ahead, young Lawyer son.
Talking to Officer SHALAM.
That was his delight. He just wanted to talk to you. He just wanted to say something to you, and you say something back to him. And that made his goddamn day. How do I know it? Because at camp, they come up to you and do what? Try to talk to you. And when you don't answer, what happens? What happens when you don't say nothing?
They try it again, but then eventually they just walk off.
No, that's not what happens.
They get mad.
They get mad. What, you can't talk to me? Huh? You can't talk? Oh, they all can't talk. You the only one that's allowed to talk? Man, y'all some bitches, man. You can't talk? You ain't gonna talk to me? You're not gonna talk to me? Huh? Man, you see, that's we black men. We got to stick together, man. You can't even talk. They're mad because, you ain't want to talk to them. All they want to do is talk to you. All they want to do is have you acknowledge them. And that's fine. But nigga, I'm not going to waste my time with you, telling you the mysteries of the Bible when all you just want is somebody to talk to. Yeah, I mean, back about 20, 30 years ago, they had a paid service for that. You could call people on the phone and just talk to them. You could call the phone, some old broad or some old sexy voice, pick up the phone and talk to you. And she'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. And that's it. Yeah, they had people used to pay for that type of service, You get the point? Don't just open your mouth for any old fool. Don't do it. Read the scripture one more time, please.
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
A fool has no delight in understanding,
Mm-hmm.
but that his heart may discover itself.
But that his heart may discover itself, meaning what's in his mind gonna be revealed to himself. That's why he's talking so much. That's all he wants or she wants is just they want to be heard. Just want to be heard and just say whatever and talk in a circle. And true. That's how you know they're talking shit. You could say the same response every 30 seconds. Oh, for real? Shit. Seriously? Shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well. And it'll be none the wiser. It'll be none. That's an idiot. You understand? Give me Matthew 10 and 14, and then give me the last two in Proverbs. Somebody else give me Matthew 10 and 14. Quickly. Anybody? Go ahead. Go start reading.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 14.
The brother have it over here. Go ahead.
And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when you depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet.
Right. In other words, how Judah say it? What's the Judite word to say? What's the Judite way of saying this? No, something else.
Dirt off your shoulder.
Read one more time.
And whosoever shall not receive you,
Mm-hmm.
nor hear your words, when you depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet.
Judah say it all the time. Maybe not the modern Judites. I don't know. But the first time I heard it was that was I don't know what the hell you was saying. I was like, who the hell would willingly do that shit? Go ahead, sis.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Okay.
Okay.
It's expressing the same sentiment, but it's not that. Judah has a specific saying. Who got it?
So I got two of them, sir. They kind of
come on with it.
They kind of dated a little bit, but I know he's just saying, get the dirt off your shoulder, or shake the dust off, or shaking the haters off, I guess.
Okay, that expresses the same thing, but there's something else. Because I said that same thing with the dust off the shoulder. It said, read it one more time.
And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words.
Right. This is talking about when Christ was sending the disciples out. Yeah, remember he sent them into cities. He's saying not everybody gonna listen to you. After you done drop the truth on them, Mark, if they reject the shit, shake the dust of your feet and leave. Right, go ahead.
And when you depart out of that house or
the
city,
city, go ahead.
shake off the dust of your feet.
Shake off the dust of your feet. Right? Shake off the dust of your feet. Somebody over there had the in mind. We'll get another one too, all right? Go ahead.
Is it kick rocks?
Kick rocks, man. You ever hear July say, man, kick rocks? That's shaking the dust off of your feet. That's how you gonna shake the dust off of your feet. So how are you gonna do it? You're moving your feet. You're kicking rocks out. When the first time I heard that, I'm like, nobody told it to me. I heard somebody say that. let me just say it one time. Right? Somebody say, nah, they carried you, nigga. They carried what? I heard them say that to somebody else. And I was like, what the hell does that mean? You know what it means? I was like, nah, kick rocks mean leave. I was like, okay, I'm trying to understand. I was like, okay, why would I go kick a rock? Like, I don't understand how this thing could mean leave. It's different from somebody say roll out, or slide out, or something that conveys, okay, I'm slipping away from this place, or move up, like how Benjamin said, move up, meaning it says move and it's aggressive, so I could that conveys leave,
right?
But kick rucksack is like what? But it's in the Bible. That's shake off the dust. Christ said kick rocks. He just said it there. Shake off the dust of your feet. Meaning, don't even take the dust from that city with you as you leave. Dust your feet off right there. See, you niggas don't want to hear me. Dust these boots up. Let me make sure none of this sinful muck follows me out of this place. All this old fake Israelite muck, and you want to wear fringes on your shirt. I don't want none of that dirt following me nowhere. And I'll leave. You get the point? They don't want to listen to you. Whatever. It doesn't. It's whatever, nigga. It's not. You do what you do. You. All right. Where we at? 18 and 6. Proverbs 18 and 6. Then get in my Shabbat, please. Quickly.
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes.
That's the other thing. Read it one more time.
A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes.
What does that mean?
Slag, if I may, sir.
Come on.
Is this saying a fool is always loves unnecessary arguing, loves strife, and the things that they say, either they directly calling for fighting, or the things that they say it provokes fighting through the unnecessary, their foolish arguing and talk.
That's it. A fool's lips enter into contention. Well, show me in the Bible where it says wear fringes all the time. Why? For what? Or show me where it says wear it sometimes. For what? Just wear fringes when you want to, or don't wear none. I don't care. Well, you should care because something, and blah, 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 blah. They really just want an interaction. They want the fight. They want the conflict. And that's all. The life is just boring. And your life looks so exciting. You know what I mean? The brothers in the camp know it, especially when brothers come up to the camp and try to provoke the camp. I'm going to tell you straight up. I.S.U.P.K camp is the wrong camp to try to do it. These men live under extreme, strict situations. They say no to themselves more than yes. They're very, very stoic, and it's like a pressure cooker. It's like something it's cooking. It's not just under pressure for no reason. They carry a very heavy burden out. And if those brothers are pushed one way or the other, it's going to be a little time before they can be swayed the other way. That's the best way I could put it. It's just not the right, go mess with somebody else who, has sex with whores every Friday night and go gets high. They release. They get smoke a ton of weed or snort a ton of coke or get heroin. they get to enjoy all the pleasures in life. So they ain't, you know, they ain't bent out of shape over nothing. We talking about brothers and sisters who coming in here who may have from the time in the world still fighting some court case, can't see their kids, then aborted some babies, they had a weight on their shoulder, don't eat pork, don't eat shrimp, don't mess with whores no more, you know, don't turn their back on the world, and that could be a very, very hard place to be in. And because of that, they don't develop a very, very hard spirit. You could end up on the, you know, wrong end of that thing. You disagree with the camp, stay over there and say what the hell you want to. But these men are quiet for a reason and disciplined for a reason and very, you know, like stone for a reason. They're not talking to you for a reason. They're not, you know, they're not doing the things you like to do, which is, you know, get up in niggas' face and get this close and talk about each other, mother and shit like that. Go do that with your friends and stuff. But these men are not like that. They're not like that. They're very, very disciplined brothers. Very, very disciplined. Very disciplined and fighting through something that you need to go get high to see the end of it. You need to go get so high. You need to walk out the courthouse and go right outside and smoke. When they'll just go to the lawyer and hear what it is and go back to court and hear what it is and either go home or go to jail, and that's fine. And they'll make the calls from jail and they'll, you know, do what they have to do and then come back out and come straight to camp. These is the type of people we have in here. You might want to be very mindful about how far you want to go because you might get all of that offloaded on you. It's very possible. It's very possible. You don't agree? Fine. It's not a problem. You don't have to agree. You want to say whatever you want to say, stay on that side and say it. What is different is a different thing. It's an absolute different thing. The life we live is not the life you live. You say yes to everything. You say yes to every nasty hoe that send you a goddamn text message. Every old nasty slut that everybody don't have. That's the new craze. I don't think it's new. It's probably old. Like you attracted to the broad everybody else don't have. That's not these type of brothers in here. We say no way more than you say yes. And it just might be yes that day. It just might be. I can't say no to this one. This one is just too delicious for me. Where we at?
24/7.
20. No, we read 18 and 6 already?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And his mouth calleth for strokes, meaning what he is going to say, he wants to be beat. Because the demon in him wants to destroy him or her. You get the point? The demon wants to, you know, wants to get into it. The demon can't be stopped. The demon doesn't want to be stopped, or you don't want to stop the demon. You want to go full tilt into the thing when you could just, you know, diffuse the whole thing. You could just stop, but your mouth is running 90. You can't stop. And it calls for strokes. It's going to call for, you know, you're going, whatever happens, happens. That's all I could say. Go ahead, I might laugh. That's why I stopped and drink it out. Go ahead.
Slack. It was an incident maybe about a week ago
where
I normally, you know, just let it roll off, you know, off my back. But this one particular time, I just got out the car. Slack.
Listen, I didn't hear about it, so I wouldn't do nothing. And up to this point, I haven't heard about it. I'm just saying. But as an officer in the Israelite School of UPK,
and then I got back in the car.
Okay, good. Give him an eye. He understood. I hear about it now. I you know, duty calls out. Yeah, I mean, it happens, Zach. It happens from a whole lot. Like our life, it makes us different than this world. Sometimes you could forget that that's how the world is. You know what I mean? You going out, you driving amongst people, you're going out, not out like clubbing, but you're doing your business in the world with people, and you realize just how stupid people are and short-fused people are and just greedy beasts. And it's rough because a rough time is coming. And brother, they are going to kill themselves in the street. They're going to kill themselves in the street when them shelves go dry and there's no more water. They're going to just tear each other apart. There's going to be no mercy. There's going to be, if they're going to fight you for an inch for a yellow light, they'll hit your car. They'll risk a $500 deductible or $250 or how much ever deductible is for a yellow light. What you think they're going to do when there's no meat on the shelf? You understand? Yeah. Our life is not the same as yours. It's not the same. No meat on the shelf, brother. We live that way now. We live a very controlled, a very disciplined, a very on purpose way. We're not spontaneous. You are. You understand? You are. And that's why you're a fool. All right, give me 24:7.
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 7. Wisdom is too high for a fool.
Read it one more time.
Wisdom is too high for a fool.
This is probably my top 5 favorite scriptures right here. I remember we had camp in DC with General SHALAM. Get your SHALAM hand, brother. Some idiot come up arguing. I mean, General SHALAM did a textbook clinic breakdown. I mean, the shit was, brothers was taking our shit writing precepts down. That was them days. We didn't have the phones. So you'd pull out your precept book from your pocket and what he said there? And you write it on your question mark you want to ask after to make sure it's the right verse. I done took down horrible verses before I had to go back and find out. And brother, he did this thing and then this idiot just act like he listened and then went all the way off and started going off. Man, he said, this nigga a fool. I wasted my, General SHALAM talk. I done wasted my time. Hey, pass me my bag. Give me that precept book. Turn to the fool scriptures because we dealing with a fool. And I'm like, oh shit, it's gone too far now. Brother, and he pulled this scripture and stayed here for about 5 minutes. What? Wisdom is too high for what? A fool. A fool for about 5 minutes, and won the whole blocker. The brother was still cooking out. He was still, lunching and doing dumb shit, but everybody just realized he's just a fool. And I think it amazed people that the Bible would have that type of language in it. That's what sure people don't really know it. But he said it right here. Wisdom is too high for a fool. Something so simple is just like reaching to the stars for an idiot. And sometimes we know it. We know we idiots when you call for counsel. You ever call for counsel and you lay out this problem? And this problem is like, this is World War III problems we're talking about here. This is nuclear reactor problems. You done laid it out, some, and this and that, and we could do this and I could do that. And then the voice on the other line say, well, why don't you just do this? Nah. Yeah, because you said X, Y, Z. You could just do this and that might be it. And it seemed too simple for you. It just seemed like that shit cannot work. This problem is way too big. And lo and behold, that's the solution. This simple thing, that's just, it happens. It happens to people a lot of the times. Sometimes you may have car problems. You may have, you can't, it's just too expensive. The type of car you have, the insurance is getting to you. You can't financially keep viable. But why don't you just get rid of the car? Get something smaller. Nah, some. In your mind, you need to make more money. What's the problem? The car, not the money. And then you want to keep the car, and then the car gets stolen. Or the car, you total the car. It's under insurance, so the dealership gonna get their money. But guess what? You don't have a problem anymore. You ain't got no money problem. No, you might have to catch the bus. You could buy a bike. But guess what just freed up? About $700, $600 to $1,000 between your note and your insurance. And gas. Goddamn, Bukwash, and gas. But in your mind, now I have to walk. So the issue for you was the car. But, I thought it was money. He was trying to get you know, you're thinking, I need to make more hours. I need to get another job. I need to make more money. Now you have more money, but I ain't got no car. So what was your real problem?
Right.
Wisdom is just sometimes it's just too high for a fool. Sometimes it's just a little too high for a fool. You may have a friend circle, and you're always getting into fights, arguments. Somebody always getting drunk out their mind, violating somebody else, and you would like what? What would you like? What is not you now? Just think about it in that time. What was you hoping and praying for? Because your life is so chaotic with this crew. And you love your crew. Go ahead. Come on.
That's the one but try me.
God damn, we're guys. Strike
Strike
that from the record. Strike that from the record. Huh? I told one of them judges that. The jury didn't hear that. Just strike that from the record. Just strike that from the record. Stricken it from the record. That's little rewind. We didn't hear that, regards. Just don't worry about it. I'm working with you. Don't worry. I'm working, Regash. I have special love for Regash. You all don't know. I'm working with you, Regash. I didn't hear that. Nobody heard it. That's an order. What are you praying for? What are you hoping for? You had some, bunch of knucklehead friends, and what are you hoping for? But every time you're getting into these issues, it's just that something. You might could leave that mic over there too, and y'all could just share this one right here. Is it plugged up or you need it?
No, it's good.
All right, no, so just make sure it don't fall on the ground or nothing. You can leave it on the chair on the thing right there, on the table. Go ahead.
Everybody just get their stuff together.
You hope that everybody get their stuff together. Everybody get their shit together, man. We grown, we adults, and that's fine. It don't have no off button, so you can just lay it somewhere where y'all could reach it that it don't fall, right? We adults. You would hope everybody could just act right. So, few months down the line, you all have a big fight, and everybody goes their separate ways. And how do you feel at that point? Same sister. How do you feel at that point?
Sad about it.
Oh, sad about it. You want your friends back. You just wanted everybody to get their shit together. Everybody going their separate ways and get their shit together. That's the end of it. That's it. But you sad because you looking at the old, and Facebook so evil. They every year, Facebook memory, every goddamn day, Facebook. Some of this shit I'm trying to fucking forget. I read some comments from 2018. I'm like, damn, I wrote that shit. Delete. I'm like, can't believe I wrote that shit. I could imagine, all the parties from the world and the pictures and the goofy pictures and pictures of you doing dumb shit, and you don't even hang with this crew no more. You prayed for that. That's what you prayed for. There's a precept for it. With the groanings. Hold on. Give me Romans 8:26. Somebody real quick.
Romans chapter 8, verse 26. Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities. For we know not what we should pray for as we ought, but the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groanings, which cannot be uttered.
Read that one more time, man.
Kawakan. Romans chapter 8, verse 26. Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities, for we know not what we should pray for as we ought, but the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered.
Right. Shapat, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing what you were saying with, you praying for more money.
Mm-hmm.
And, you think it's just money, you know what I'm saying? Well,
you think you need more of it.
You think you need more of it. Well, the car was the problem. Now you have more money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord, your spirit gives off to the Lord what you really need. The Lord give you what you really need.
The Lord understands things you don't understand. Right? And the Spirit of the Lord. So hold on, let me look at it again. Kazak, read it one more time, Salaki.
Kawakan. Romans chapter 8, verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities.
The Spirit of the Lord helps our infirmities. What is our infirmities? What is an infirmity? What does that mean?
So, like, if I
You
may,
look it
sir,
up. Go ahead.
Like your infirmities, meaning like your translates, defined like as sicknesses, but in this case, like your afflictions, the things that are plaguing you, you're suffering with.
And the things that plague you and the things that you suffer with make you what?
Weak.
Weak. Your infirmities are your weaknesses.
Right.
You get the point? The things that make you weak. Now, when you're weak, you can't really battle. You can't really fight. You could ask for help. You could pray, but you can't because you're in it and you're suffering. So all you want is the pain to stop. You don't want what causing the pain to stop. You just want the pain to stop. The Spirit helps with our weakness. That's what this Bible is saying here. The Spirit of the Lord helps us with our weakness, the things that make us weak. For we know not what. So, like, you can read on.
Kawakan. For we know not what we should pray for as we ought.
What we should be praying for, as we're supposed to pray for it, we don't know to pray for that. And it's not your fault. Being weak is not a sin, enough. It's not a sin. You just need to be taught how to get strong. After you're taught how to get strong, if you choose to remain weak, well, that's your choice, or aqua. You get the point? But in that, the things you're praying for most of us coming from a Christian background, you praying for everybody to get their shit together. You're praying, I need more money. What you should be praying for is that rid me of these motherfuckers so I could just be pure. I could have, when I say be pure, I'm not talking about, they make you unclean. But you could have a clear mind and you could start over. That's why America is famous for what? Moving. That's one of America's cultures. Just, you grow up in Kansas, but you somewhere in New York. That's an American culture. Outside of America, it's not so much like that, It's not people, they live in the same place their grandparents lived. You get the point? But America is a place where people just pack everything up and go somewhere and start over. And that could be a goddamn blessing, It could be a blessing to just leave the bullshit and go somewhere else and just start over. But we don't pray for that. We don't pray to, Lord, just take away the shit from me that taking up all my money because I'm getting pleasure from everything. I'm cut Netflix off. What? For what? Forget about telling a sister, okay, you could do your nails once a month. See, my mother done told me about you. It take about 20 seconds to answer you. You could go see that brow lady once every, 3 weeks. You don't see that this thing could add up to help with, the rent or the mortgage or the car note, whatever you're all together working on. What you don't see is this is an opportunity that you could go on YouTube and learn to do it yourself and charge all of them dumb friends that I don't like to do their nails. Let's take their nigga money instead of you giving my money to some old gook somewhere to do your nails. We don't see what the real problem is. You get the point? Go ahead, sis. Do your thing. Go ahead. We don't see what the real problem is. And that's what the Lord is there for. The Spirit of the Lord, He helps with our infirmities because we don't really know what to pray for. We don't know what to pray for at all. We don't understand it because we come from a Christian mindset where God is love and I can't hate nothing and leave them to God and this and that. And sometimes, that thing needs to go away. That thing needs to go away. And that's the end of it. Now, that thing going away, to you, it's like taking a toy from a child. You miss it because you done formed an unhealthy bond with this shit. This friend who always borrow money, who they come around when the weed is there, and when the weed is not there, they ain't picking up the phone. They, hurt you in every way, family member, whatever it is. This thing is afflicting you. And you tell a priest something, and the priest already know, I need to get this motherfucker away from them. And they begin to plot on how to get you away from that situation. You ain't gonna like it. And they're gonna have to figure out how to make you like this solution. And 9 out of 10 times you're not gonna like it. And then the Lord just has to step in and something gonna happen. And then they're gonna call, or you gonna call with tears or expressing hurt at this person's loss. Or you believe this happened? I can't believe they would turn on me like that. And we was fighting and this one in the hospital. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. That's it. Are you okay? I'm okay, but some. And on the other end is like, good. Thank the Lord. That's it. Now we could start somewhere. Now they're free and clear. It's like pulling a tooth. This year is like pulling a tooth. You have a pain in your jaw. You want the pain to stop. Leave it up to you. You take ibuprofen from now until Christ come back. You just take ibuprofen and ask Shapat for a big cup of Jack. A strong cup, Shapat. Give me a Shapat Jack. Put the Thayak in that too. And you focus on the pain when the problem is the tooth. But pulling the tooth will make you cry. So what do you want? We had to pull this tooth. And that's just that. So the Lord now, he'll step in and it said, keep reading Kazak.
Kawakan. Salaki. But the Spirit itself,
go ahead,
maketh intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered.
The Spirit itself, the Spirit of the Lord, it makes intercessions for us with groanings of things that cannot be uttered. That pain you're going through, there's not words for that shit. There's not words. You can't write that shit down. You can't write a grimace. You can't write that thing. That look, that tone of voice, that crack in the voice, that whimpering. You can't put words in that. Forget about the pain that you allow yourself to feel in your alone time. Israel is a proud nation. You ain't let nobody see you suffering. And let nobody see them tears coming down your face. You wait till they reach in the car. The tent dark enough. You recline that damn seat out. You back here. And you just see the rain down on me. You letting them things go out. You gonna cry in the car. And that's fine. Some things really affect you. Some things really affect you, and it's a problem. And you remember that famous scene in Boys in the Hood? That nigga was punching every ounce of air, every H2O and O2 and CO2. Caught an uppercut. But at that time, it's funny now, but seeing that scene was important because he was so frustrated. Remember, I think that was just after he got pulled over and called a nigger and you nigger this. And he's trying to not be the thing that they say he is. You get the point? He was the one going off to college. He ain't doing the drug. He just lost it. But that's groanings. Those things are groanings. There's some things cannot be put into words. And the Lord hears your groanings more than your prayers. What you put into words, you like the fool babbling now. You like, Lord, I want this. And if you give me this, I'll get my credit straight, and get the house and this and that. When all you might need to do is just stop smoking weed. All you might need to do is just give up the plug. I don't know what it costs now. I know years ago it used to, I think over here it was way more expensive. It was like, what, $10, $15, $20 for gas? Now I think it's way more. Way more. You can't pay your bills because you're paying the weed man bills. You can't do it. You might need to just not smoke no more. You're going to have the money to pay these bills. You might just have to face your problems now. You can't go get high and go to sleep. You might just need to stop drinking. How much is a bottle of what brothers drink? Henny. How much is a bottle of Hennessy? Come on.
60.
Damn. How much you buy every week? I'm joking. Don't even answer that. I was joking. But the average brother or sister buys a bottle a week, either Thursday or Friday. And they have few friends over or by themselves. And by Monday or Sunday, that's gone. But you're getting paid weekly, remember? So you're going to buy another bottle. $50 a week is $200 a month. Is what? $1,200 for the year? That's one bottle of Hennessy. Ain't none nigga buying one bottle of Hennessy. That's when you're broke out. That's when you do 2 DoorDash. But for the average person who draw in a salary, Hennessy is for one night. What about the beers? And the vodka? And the tequila? Oh boy. Maybe you should just stop drinking. And you'll be able to afford a car. You could buy a car. You ain't got to, hustle and go flip something and bring it back and go up in the casino and bet this, and you don't have to do. Just stop being an addict. I'm asking you to stop eating pork, Just stop being an addict for a second. You'll be rich overnight. You get the point? Like that could happen. But to hear that, you don't want to hear none of that shit out. You don't want to hear none of it. Forget about you coming the truth. You a brother. You hear you can't get no shape ups no more. How much is an average haircut at the barber right now? Years ago, it used to be about 10 or 15. I remember when it hit 20. I remember that shit. How much is it now?
Too much. I hear people online, they talking about $50 to $100.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And then add the tip on top of
that. They expect a tip for what, nigga? For what? Here's a tip. I ain't coming back. I'll give you a tip. I'll give you a heads up. That's the most valuable tip. Listen. But a brother come in the truth now, and you don't have to go spend $50 every week. You was getting a shape up every week, right or wrong? When you're broke, you get every 2 weeks. When shit, you spend too much money at the club or some bill come out, you know what I mean? Summertime, like how we in here now, you might get Pepco's a few extra $100. You might be like, yeah, I'm gonna see that barber next week. But every 2 weeks, every week you spending $50 to $100. That's what? $200 to $400 a month to look like an Egyptian. You come in here and obey the laws of the Lord, you might have some money in your pocket. I'm gonna tell you straight up. You don't want to hear that. You need to look fresh. What you don't know is you get programmed to looking fresh. The smell of the alcohol, they don't use the powder no more, right? Before, after they shave you, they would use the brush. They put some powder on the brush, use and brush all the loose hair off for you. It helps get the hair off. And then they spray that alcohol on it burns. Whew. But the bro's gonna like that square shape up. Everything looking all square, right? You like that shit. Brother, you don't get addicted to that smell. You don't get addicted to the fresh cut smell. It happens to women too. Women they're addicted to that shit until we pull up with them braids and that beard. And that beard, she gonna pretend she ain't like that shit, nigga. Shit. You start obey the Lord gonna give you solutions that are so simple. At first, you're not going to even you're not gonna want to hear it. You're gonna dismiss it. Nah, it can't be that simple. Because it's just wisdom is just too high. But the Lord's solutions, he really know what you need and what you want. All right? What do you need to do, is fuck them down fake Israelites. And straight up and down. Let them be. When they're really ready to know something, they'll come. In the meantime, they like creating a boys club, a little frat house that they could all go to and to get away from the women. That's where the fake Israelite group start. They want a spot to get away from the women because they don't know how to deal with women. You understand? So they all go and start some little. You ever notice they all, except them purple ones, I think the woman started that group to get away from them, and them niggas just followed. But all them fake Israelites, you ever notice they don't allow the women to come to the Passover and all of that shit? It's only for the men.
Like if I may, I'll take it from this class, right? I did cut them,
Mhm.
but take it from this class. Like since I've been a 50, you know, I used to just battle practice.
No, that's
And
too hard.
It's like the Lord saying, move on. Now really use what you got for somebody who really listens.
Okay, what you want to do is, okay, you practice battling. You could swing your hands. Now what you want to practice is when you swing your hands. That's another part. It's every, even like you go to a range and you get an instructor who teaching you self-defense with a firearm. First, you learn to use it. You learn to load it, break it down, reload, how to stop the jams, how to hold it so it don't jam. And then you learn to fire. You must learn how to fire. The next step is knowing when to fire, when to draw even. That's a whole other class. You get the point? So there's stages in it. Now, this class is not for you. This is not like for you to say, I should move on from that. You could continue doing it. You just have to have a mindset of, I'm going to tell him what to do. I'm going to break it down to him. If you don't want to hear it, I'm going to cut it. You could continue doing it. I'm saying this in general for everybody who's moving. You can't look at them like they're you. And that's sometimes it's sometimes a hindrance because of the fringes or tassels or whatever you want to call it, whether they wear a shield or not, or whether they say shalom or shalom. That could muddy the waters. But these is Christians. These is Christians, and you treat them like Christians. A Christian come up to you and ask you a question, you might break it down, but you already know he's a Christian. What do you know about him? Does he really want the answer? The average Christian coming up to you because they think they can cut you. And they're not coming up like, I want to battle you. They're coming up to ask you a question about something and then start to go off. That's them. You get the point? That's them. Now, if they listen, great. But if they don't, whatever. Who cares? Who cares? You could show him everything he asked in the Bible. He's not going to follow you. He's not going to follow you. He's not going to ask, well, where you learn. He's not listening, man. I see you all out there. Yeah, where can I learn? He's not going to do none of that shit. You get the point? So this is not for you. Don't think it like it's for you. It happens to everybody as they come into the truth. And this is some so that to prepare everybody for, because okay, what could end up happening is you and that fool is arguing. And now you become a fool. You get the point? You become it. So this is for everybody. Don't take it like it's for you already. I already know you, how you operate. You're trying to fish. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. This is just for in general, so they know. You in a t-shirt with fringes and you rejecting or coming up against what I'm telling you, you're a fool. And I don't have too much, other than that to say to you. You understand? This is in general. All right. You good to go? Go ahead, Require. Oh, did you find the precept with the fringes? No, sir. No, sir. Do you want the precept with the fringes? You sure? You know what it is? It says it to wear it in all your dwellings. Again, like I said before, fringes is that would go on your full attire. You wouldn't put it on your t-shirt. You could put it on, your jeans along the seam, on the outside seam, on the inside seam. You could put it on your jacket or your button-up shirt along the seam or across the back, like how Gadites wear their fringes. You could wear it to your slave if your slave allows it. I don't know. If your slave allows it, fine. Wherever you can freely wear it, you should wear it. You should not put it on a t-shirt. You should not wear it on a t-shirt. You should not wear it on some old shorts somewhere. You out there in them shorts thinking you old sexy ass nigga. You have fringes on. Just nigga, don't do none of that shit. All right. It's more more for official wearing. But of course, if you're in a position in your daily life where you can wear it, why not? Just go ahead and wear it. Just be mindful what you're putting it on. All right. Go ahead, Bakwash.
Kind of on time. There was 2 questions, and I also had a question as well.
Come on.
But the question from Ken G is says, I was brought up in a Christian church speaking in tongues, and I need a breakdown on that. That is a lie. And then it was
read it again.
So she says, I was brought up in a Christian church speaking in tongues, and I need a breakdown that is a lie.
That the speaking in tongues is a lie. All right. Also, too, when you put your question in, please put your city, your state, and your city, and so I could get you the number to the school over there where you're at. Because after I break down, answer your question as best as I can, I would expect that you call the school so you could get more wisdom and understanding about serving the Lord. All right. Okay. So tongues. Where can I start? Come on, Shapak. Let me hear it. All right. So every Christian, right? Every Christian has seen the tongues, right? What's the person's name? Ken G. We have a number you could call in. Well, if you're able to call, could you call in and give an example of the tongues that you would speak in? All right. Give an example of the tongues that you would speak in. All right. What's the number, Bakwash?
Numbers on the screen right now is 202-989-1950.
202-989-1950. All right. Go ahead.
Book of Acts. Book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 4. And they were all filled with the Holy Spirit and began to speak with their tongues as the Spirit gave them utterance. And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven.
That's it.
Awesome. Now, when this was noised abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak in his own language. And they were all amazed and marveled, saying one to another, Behold, are not all these which speak Galatians? I'm slacking. Galileans.
What verse you at?
Galileans.
What verse you at?
Oh, I'm at 7, verse 7. Acts 2 and 7, sir.
Okay. Where did you start?
I started at 4, sir.
Okay.
I can't pronounce it. Galileans.
Were you at 7?
Come.
Yeah, Galileans. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And how hear we every man in our own tongue, wherein we are born, Parthians and Medes and Elamites, and the dwellers in
Mesopotamia,
and in Judea and Cappadocia, in Pontus and Asia, Pergaia and Pamphylia, in Egypt, and in parts of Libya about Cyrene, and strangers of Rome, Jews and proselytes, Cretes and Arabians, like we do hear them speak in our tongue the wonderful works of God. And they were all amazed and were in doubt, saying one to another, What meaneth this? Others mocking said, These men are full of new wine.
Right. So the people heard them speak in tongues, right? Tongues is, anybody know what tongues is?
Language.
It's a language. Speaking in tongues is speaking in a language that's not your own language, right? That's what speaking in tongues is. The Christians think speaking in tongues is shabala, shabala. That's what they think speaking in tongues is.
Like verse 6 said it right then and there.
Read it again.
Come, verse 6. Now when this noise was like, Now, when this noise abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded because that every man heard them speak in his own language.
The multitude was confounded because they all heard what they were saying in their own language. That was what the miracle of speaking in tongues was. Speaking in tongues was you at camp and a brother gets up there and starts speaking in Spanish, the same thing we would say in English. You understand? That's what you would see if you was looking at it. You would see, okay, this is a camp that speaks in English, but he's speaking in a different language, and Issachar and Ephraim and them hearing it in Spanish. The miracle is you hearing it in English. They hearing it in Spanish. Another person hearing it in French. You get the point? That's the miracle of the speaking in tongues. They heard it in a different language. The Christians think it's talking gibberish, which is, not a language. They can't translate what they just said. They can't say what shabalalala, ho shatatata, shata. What does that mean? What does that mean? What part of that is please God, help us? If that's what he's saying. That's the problem with it. That's the first proof that it's a lie. If that's tongues, speaking in tongues, every baby is anointed. It's Holy Ghost filled and sanctified. You ever talk to a little child from the time they get about 6? They have a full conversation with you. Start laughing. Start laughing like they know what the fuck they're saying. See, he was looking at me. He was just looking at me like I just dropped something heavy on him. He looked at me like that's what I was just trying to tell her. That's not tongues. For those of you all online, there's a baby in the class. The child, you see, he understands that. I'm trying to tell you, that's not tongues. That's you just a baby. You're just a little child. That's all that is. You get the point? That's the first proof that it's a lie. Go ahead. Come on.
That's like I said. I remember General Muhammad did a class, and he was talking about speaking in tongues, and he was saying that, if a person claims that they speak in tongues, someone should be there to translate what that person is saying.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I just said. We had a precept for it. I'm going to get it shortly. Right? That's the first thing. If you're speaking in a language, somebody needs to, be able to understand what they're saying. The miracle of it was that you didn't need anybody to understand what they were saying because the people heard it in their language. That was the gift. That was the, the whole thing. They talking in English. They hearing it in another language. You get the point? Give me first. Hold on. Let me make sure I have it right. Give me 1 Timothy 6:20. All right, give me that first. Give me 2 Timothy 2:16. I can't remember the last time I get a question on this, but I'd have put out the precept book on this one. They sent me in deep for this one here. All right. Give me Isaiah 28:11. 1 Corinthians 14. And then I will let you know where to go from there. Let's start with Timothy. Who have it? Just go ahead and read. Let's go ahead and read once you have it. He might need the mic on.
1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings, in opposition of science, falsely so called.
Right. He said, Timothy, you read it again from the top.
O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babbling.
Keep that which is committed to your trust. What you learn here, you got to keep that and make sure you don't depart from it. And avoid profane and vain babblings. Avoiding profane and vain babblings. You want to avoid saying some old foul mess that come from somebody else than what you hear from the Israelite school of UPK. You want to avoid profane babblings and vain babblings. Vain meaning what? Who knows what vain means? Shepard?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. Meaning a lot of talk, but it means nothing. Profane and vain babblings. Go ahead.
In oppositions of science, falsely so-called.
And oppositions of science, so falsely called. Right? And opposition, is it say oppositions of science? Read it again.
In oppositions of science, falsely so-called.
And oppositions of hold on. And oppositions of science, falsely so-called. Right? What does that last part mean? So here it's telling you avoid the vain babblings, the babblings that mean nothing. Just the hasha-ta-ta-sha, the babalaba, all that is nonsense. It means nothing. Right? It's not a language, it's a lie. Because you can't translate it. You can't give it meaning. Right? So Kenji, please ask your preacher to translate what they said when they say hashkala bashkala bashkala. Shata say shata masakada. Skadadada. Ask them to say, well, excuse me, Pastor, that was so powerful what you said. I know I'm not as gifted as you. I don't know those languages. But what did you just say in English? Just ask him for the closed caption on that babbling. You know them captions come up on the screen when you're watching them movies. Ask him for the transcript. Ask him for the transcript on the Shabbat Shalala. Ask him if it's Shabbat Shalala or if it's Shabbalala or if it's,
Salaki, sir.
Ask him if it's SHALAM, the group. Ask him what you want. Go ahead, Kazak.
That's Salaki, sir. I believe it's Mama Say, Mama Sa, Mama Kasa. That's what I
God damn! I forgot about that. I guess Michael Jackson was a Christian. He was anointed.
Right.
He was appointed and anointed. Yeah, you had to put the two of them together. God damn. Shit. Ask them, Kenji, please. All right. I'm assuming you're asking as a genuine thing. All right. What's the next? Oh, what's the last line there where it says what's the last line? It says oppositions of science falsely so called. What does that mean? What does that mean? Oppositions of science falsely so called. Who knows? Quickly. Anybody?
Slocky, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would that be like something saying like a man can be a woman and a woman can be a man?
I'll take that. But there's something else more direct. But I'll definitely take that one. Go ahead. Get him, Mike, if you don't mind.
DeAndre says, like, sir, listening to those false scientists like Darwin?
In a way, I don't think Darwin is more a scientist. I think Darwin is what's called them people? Philosophers. I think he's more known for his philosophy than science, right? Does Darwin have a law like Newton's law? Say again? Okay, that's a theory. That's a philosophy. A scientist is, somebody who could teach you how to measure speed. Like Isaac Newton, there's Newton's law of physics and, Ohm's law. Ohm was the name of a man. Ohm is the measure of resistance when you're doing electricity. You get the point? I think Darwin is a philosopher. So, but they aren't it. Like, you hear people today say the Bible is fake, science is real. That's not a new battle. People think that's new. People think, you know, there wasn't scientists who came up against the truth before. Paul is saying, stay far from profane babblings, vain babblings, and what's his last thing?
And oppositions of science, falsely so called.
And oppositions of science, falsely so called. Why is it falsely so called?
The Bible and science go together.
Because God is the real scientist. God is the real scientist. All the science they put together, they can't make air, they can't make water, they can't, you know, they can't provide whatever the Lord already created to provide. You get the point? The Lord could stop their heart, they can't figure it out, and the Lord could make the heart beat again. They just found fine-tuning the whole study of your brain with the synapses and the electrical responses in your brain, how it affects the nerves in your body. Some devil, he had a son had type 1 diabetes. He devoted his whole study to curing type 1, which is the one that says irreversible. And what he did was take stem cells to recreate the pancreas to make it produce insulin. The Lord already has all that down. It's called the dietary law. There's some things, and you know, you get from not eating right. You understand? The Lord is the greatest scientist. The Bible is science. Long before they had mental health pills, Tobit told his son Tobias to go see his uncle to marry that cousin. And the angel, I think is Raphael, told him to go and catch this particular fish and gut the fish and take the fish guts and smoke it around the sister, and it will drive the demon away. That's science. You get the point? That is straight up and down science. It was medicine. They look at it like it's witchcraft or whatever. That's science. It's science so falsely called that the oppositions of the Bible, when they come and oppose the Bible and say, well, this is science. Some fool told Tazariak that a woman don't need a man to make a child. Well, nigga, your woman might need you to make a child. She might need another man and then tell you, shit, you know, I didn't need you. But they teach that shit out. They teach some gland, and then in their mythology, they tell you some winged woman, some winged bitch, after they done murder the man she was with. Some broad with wings went and sat on him, and she had wings and she flapped the wings so fast it stimulated the man. Now he dead. Stimulated the man, and he spilled seed into her from the flapping of the wings. Bro, if you got them wings today, I need to see them. That's what they believe. Those same people love science. It's science. And talk about the glands and the mitochondria and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And where they at now? Where was the science with that little girl you took to the club? That was science too, I guess. When the cops came for you, you all know about that. You all know about that? Yeah, where was the science in that? It's science falsely called. Right? Stay far from the upper, you know, don't give them the respect. Those things are not to give that type of respect. All right. Along with the vain babblings. Where we at next? 2 Timothy 2:16.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 16. But shun profane and vain babblings, for they will increase unto more ungodliness.
Right? Shun profane and vain babblings, which is what the tongues are. The tongues increase and lead to more ungodliness. Why? Because every preacher speaks in tongues and is having sex with somebody's wife and molesting somebody's child. And the more he talk in tongues, the more he hashkalabashkalaba, you think he's more holy. You think he's something special when it's vain babblings, when he's an idiot, he's a fool. You get the point? First Corinthians, give me Isaiah 28 and 11. Read it when you have it. Isaiah 28 and 11. Give me 1 Corinthians 14 and 26. Is Ken Kenji still on?
Yeah.
No sweat.
Isaiah chapter 28, verse 11. For the stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his people.
Mm-hmm. That's it? Any more?
Con, that's just verse 11.
That's just verse 11? Hold on. Let me catch up with you. All right, read it one more time.
For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his people.
Right? So the Christian might say, well, yeah, the Lord said with stammering lips and another tongue, he'll speak to his people. And that's why they do the hashkala bashkalaba. Because it sounds like they're stammering. It sounds like it's another tongue. But that's not what this is talking about. This is talking about what? That now you learning about your culture as a Hebrew Israelite. Hebrew being the language, Israel being your bloodline. You learning about your culture in English. And that's the stammering lips and another tongue. Why stammering lips? Because we struggle with English. We struggle saying certain words, right? Famous in the Black community everywhere. This is not just amongst the tribe of Judah. This is everywhere. The Pacific Ocean. I had to tell myself, don't say specific, nigga. Don't say specific. The Pacific. I almost wanted to do it. The Pacific Ocean. We say Pacific Ocean, right? Say again. I asked him, but I asked him. I asked him. Benjamites, we have a problem saying film. Like I looked at a film, like a movie, we say film. Yeah, I saw this film the other day. Yeah. Well, film the thing. Take out your phone and film. We don't say film. You said specific, nigga. This is Bakwat looking at me like, how could you fuck up film? What the fuck is this shit? You say Potomac. The word is Potomac. Looking at me funny. Just see how Bakwat's looking at me out. He's like, what? You say film? Because I can warn him, don't make me get travel up. Old school Benjamites also have a problem saying certificate. You would hear old school Benjamites saying a variation of certificate. I am not going back there. But she knows you heard that. Or certificate or certificate. I'm coming straight up. Go ahead. Go ahead,
You're exposing all the truth.
So I'm gonna be at the Passover, bro. Go say, hey, Shalom, hey, do you have your birth? What's the thing again? Yeah. Certificate, nigga. You go look at go listen to of course he's not Benjamite, but the Benjamite culture. Bob Marley, I Shot the Sheriff. There's a lyric in it, because you can probably look it up, not the song, look up the lyrics. I think it's I Shot the Sheriff. Where he say, I don't have no birth certificate on me. Because they came to him to accuse him of shooting the sheriff. You don't know the song. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
I could. A friend of mine from Guyana, he played an interview with Bob Marley. I didn't understand not one word.
He tried very hard to be a Benjamite dog. Bob Marley is a well-raised white boy who have family up in Essex, UK. You should see the white side of his family look exactly like him. But of course, like a heathen will go the extra mile to try to be us. So stammering. Go ahead.
Oh, Slacks, I mean to cut you off. So I was going to say,
go ahead.
with the tribe of Judah is a big one. That ambulance, that's a big one. We cannot say that right.
Oh,
For
the ambulance.
the ambulance.
And of course, anytime you need to call, the first aid people, it's a emergency. So it's not just like, call the plumber. Like you saying it with vigor because somebody need help. Call the ambulance. Call the ambulance. I think lights is amber. You know what I mean? It's lamp. It's an amber lamp.
The ambulance.
I don't know what the hell ambulance means. We have it right back. I stand with Judah on that one because with some things I'll take a step away from you. That's specific. Fuck all of that shit. And definitely Potomac.
Right.
I remember I just came up here. I was like, riding the metro. I'm just trying to figure my way around. I was like, yeah, I'm going to Potomac Avenue or Potomac Station. They say, you mean Potomac? I said, no, I mean Potomac. They said, nigga, it's Potomac. I just walked away because I wanted to ask him to spell Potomac. How you spell Potomac, Bukawash, since he was looking at me crazy? Spell Potomac, like the Potomac River. Yeah, spell it. P what? So it's not P-I. So how you get Potomac? How you get that shit? This is stammering lips and another tongue. That's what this means. We learn about our culture in another language we could hardly speak. We could hardly speak it. When we are around each other, we talk our own version of it. When we are around the oppressor, we have to talk his version. Same thing with the Latinos. There's so many different Spanish. Mexican Spanish is not Ephraimite Spanish, and it's both of them is not Simeonite Spanish. You get the point? It's different Spanish, different accents, different dialect, and the Spaniard from Spain speaking something else. Ash taught me this long time ago. How you know a Spaniard? Because of course, because of the complexion, you might want to mistake somebody who has lighter skin for a white boy when they could be an Israelite. He say if they speak Spanish, listen for the lisp. The Spaniards, like if they say normally you say ¿Cómo estás? Or ¿Cómo está? They say ¿Cómo estás? They lisp the whole thing, Espanol. Anytime you see that lisp, they from Spain. They the conquistador. They can conquistador. they that. But you gotta listen for that lisp. That lisp usually mean they the Spaniard. The one from Spain, that's how they speak. But we struggle with the oppressor's language. We try to cycle through the thing because Hebrew is not like that. Hebrew is what you see is how that shit sound. What you see is shalom. That's how it sounds. You get the point? Even to show you how it is, the white man, I know we're running on the time. I might have to end it soon. The white man, he says shalom with the O, right? And fake Israelites say what? Shalom. Because when you look at the shalom in the Hebrew, it's spelled sha, la, wa, and the ma. The wa and the ma, the la and the wa is connected. So it's shalom, like law. Like you would say shalom. Because of how it sounds, we just say shalom. You get the point? They see it and say, yeah, the Jewish man is correct in trying to say shalom when they don't understand it. We talk in a stammering tongue. You get the point? But it's not shalom. They'll show you, they'll pull something with the wa there. They don't understand it's shalom. Like it's one long thing, like lawyer. You don't say lawaya for Levi. Levi is what in Hebrew? Lawyer. The la and the wa is connected, so it's lawyer. And that's where you get the word lawyer from. You understand? So the shalom is shalom, 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 not shalom, not that, or not shalom. They're just simple. Go ahead.
And even when all the brothers come from different areas, whether it be in the States or different areas in the world, whenever we speak in Hebrew and we say in the greeting and whatnot,
it's all the same. It's all the same. Everybody's sounding the same. And listen, that's just for now. I think, once we gather them 12 tribes together, you're going to hear some accents with that Hebrew. You're going to hear some shit with that Hebrew. I'm going to tell you straight up and down. Because even when you look at the ancient writing, the ancient Hebrew, not the Syrian, the actual, the what they call the Paleo Hebrew, That look a little different to the one that we print. And that's because of handwriting. Even some brothers, when they write the test, they might write the bar a little bit different, and it's handwriting. You can't say, nah, that it don't, you know, you got to work with it. You got to work with it. He should do it like how on the test. But when you go to sign your name and, you know, make something, you listen, da is a triangle, a wa, the Y, like a, and another da. David wrote this shit. That's a signature. He put the da, he put another da, and this here would be the wa, like the wa and the circle going around it. Over time, the little wa on the top drop off. But that's how it would normally. You write this on the board there. I can Shapat, you could put a thing if you know. Or if you have a marker. Okay. Go ahead. Right in that space. Nah, it's too small, brother. No, go over some more. You have all that real estate over there, brother. Come on, huh? What? All right, come on. Down with that, right? Give me. Close. Yeah, okay. You have da. That's the Y. That was his signature. And over time, this people don't put that no more. That's the shield. You get the point? Are they able to see it?
It was too light.
It was too light. You have another one? I might have to just redraw it at the front.
Shalaki, I could see it.
Okay, well, Kazak, you know it. You see Kazak garments? Of course we can see it. Kazak gonna style the thing for you. That's the wa, but it would be like that. That would be the king's signature. And just over time, this little piece, you don't see that no more. But that's the shield. That's the signature.
That's when you're like it. That's when you're
That's it. That's what it would be if you would watch this by itself. Now, this here is what? Da, wa, da. We Israelites. We ain't signing no paper like how Trump signed the executive orders. That's gonna be a design. That's gonna be my name is a brand. You get the point?
Okay.
Jordan don't know how to write Jordan. He just needs to put this, and you know it's him. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's who we are. That type of people. We symbols and a blunt language. All right. Let me get 1 Corinthians 14 and 26. I even get to the topic tonight. Listen, topic tonight was that's that weak celibacy you think you on, thinking you healing yourself. You're not. This is for men and women. You need to come in the truth and learn what not to do anymore. And keep your legs closed until you learn what not to do anymore. You understand?
Okay.
But while you're doing that, we're going to just get some of these here. I'm going to probably have to do that next week. Give me 1 Corinthians 14 and 26. I think that's what I want.
Yeah. Book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
How is it then, brethren, when ye come together?
Say it again. Say that again. You read that real niggery right there. For all you Christians who thinking, you know, the what it says, the talking in tongues, the babblings is holy and Holy Ghost filled and sanctified. Shapat got something different for you. Read it again, Shapat.
God. How is it then, brethren?
Well, how is it then, brother? Go ahead.
When ye come together, every one of you hath a song, hath a doctrine, hath a tongue, hath a revelation, hath a interpretation, and all things be done unto edifying.
Right? For every Christian, how is it then that whenever you all come together, every one of you have a psalm, you have some doctrine, you have some other language you talking in, you have some revelation and an interpretation for the revelation. He's saying, let all things be done unto edifying, meaning what? Everything you do has to mean something. It has to mean something to the person you're speaking to. You just can't say it and they don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's really evil to do to somebody in this context. All right, keep reading.
If any man speak in an unknown tongue, let it be by two, or at the most by three, and that by course, and let one interpret.
Right? If any man speaking an unknown tongue, let it be by two or at most three. So one man speaking, and let one man interpret. And you could have a third person there to, verify or to correct any mistakes, but definitely you need to have two. So if I'm speaking in another language, I need somebody to say what I'm speaking in the common language, meaning the language of everybody who I'm addressing. That's when I say common, not like low, but the language of the masses would be common amongst everybody. So if I'm speaking in another language, I need a translator. And you see that in the United Nations. You see that, when they're meeting in the White House, Putin sit down there. Till this day, Putin don't talk no English, and he ain't talking no English for nobody. They'll do a 3-hour interview with 3 people in the room. Putin and his other 2 interpreters, translators. They'll just wait. He'll just listen. Oh, what they say? All right, cool. And he said back in Russian, and they said back in English. And that's just that. Ain't nobody forced to, talk in that language. You're going to have an interpreter. The Christians don't have an interpreter, right? Keep reading.
But if there be no interpreter, let him keep silence in the church.
Say it again.
Let him keep, if there be no interpreter, let him keep silent in the church.
Right, Ken G. If your preacher can't translate what he said, and if there's no interpreter, let him be silent in the churches. Let him shut his mouth. Your preacher need to shut their mouth. Let me go you one further. Right now, there's more than any time before. There's ASL translators for most things on TV, most live things. That's the little sign language translator on the bottom of the screen. I think there was some scandal a few years ago. This motherfucker on there making gang signs and not translating it. Should they end up finding out? But they was up there just doing whatever. But now you have straight up ASL licensed people on there doing the sign language, the American Sign Language. That's what ASL is. I would like to know if the church streams their program with a sign language assistant. And if when they do the tongues, the shabalalalala and the hushkalaba, what the hell is the person signing? Because that's how I will know this is a legitimate language. Or do they just say, Pastor talking that bullshit? Wait until it's over. That's what I want to know. Ken G. Right? Ken G. In fact, I might go do an experiment. Gallaudet not too far away. I might go down there one day and ask them, because those students in Gallaudet, they could read lips. I don't need to learn to sign at all. They could read lips. I could write something. I might ask them to look. I might take something on a tablet and go down there and say, could you tell me what this preacher is saying? Well, they can't hear it. I'll figure out a way for them to hear it. Or some of them could hear it partial. I'll figure it out. Long ago, I used to have a brother in the school. He was deaf. He would go to the club. He would be getting these girls too. And he would go everywhere. And one day I asked him, how is he able to, function in the club? And he was saying the vibration. He could hear the beat. He could hear he could feel the whole thing. And I'm like, boy, even though the Lord done took sense, somehow it heightened something else. You know what I mean? And he said he would go Google the lyrics. And he could, once he hear the beat, he know that's the song. So you singing along the song, he's singing it along too. This shit is insane. So now if he could do that with hip hop and rap, I need somebody to go translate Shabbalala for me. And I need somebody to and translate the thump. When I do that shit, I need that shit translated. That's the only thing I want to be a preacher to do. I'll slap some of you motherfuckers. That's Satan. Thump in the ass. Go ahead.
Brother sent me this one of his brother's names, just like that one.
Yep, brothers do it all the time. Yep, brothers do the whole thing all the time. So what? Brothers do it all the damn time. Put a whole sigil, put a whole signature together. That's just how we are. All right. Let me get 1 Corinthians 12 and 10, and then we call it right there. All right. Bukwatch, was there any more, or we was good? Let me get 1 Corinthians 12 and 10 quickly.
One of the brothers asked, can he still have locks in the UPK?
You could have locks, but you can't have it in the Israelite school or UPK. You could wear your locks if you want to, right? I traded in my locks years ago for braids. That's the only locks I have. The ones that could lock, and the ones that could unlock. Because I was taught years ago that if a lock seizes, you know what a lock seizes, and or that back gate by your grandparents' house that you don't never go over there and cut the lawn. You go back there and the lock is rusted and the key don't work no more because it's rusted shut. You can't separate it. What do you do with the lock? What do? Do you go buy oil and try to grease it open? Or what do? You go get some bolt cutters and you cut that bitch off. And that rusted lock is them dreadlocks. It's rusty and dirty and dingy and disgusting. And I could talk shit about it because I used to have it. This is ain't nobody ganging up on you. I used to have that shit. That shit is nasty. It's nasty dead hair. It's not the real length of your hair. Your hair don't grow that long. Your hair don't. It's like, imagine somebody don't bathe for 20 years. Does that mean all that dirt that pile up? Does that mean I'm stronger and bigger now because that dirt doesn't lay it up on me? Or is it that I'm just nasty? That hair is dead hair. That hair is not your real hair. If you would just let your hair grow, it would not grow that long all the way down your back. You see, some people had dreads all the way down to the floor, dragging on the floor, boasting. I ain't cut this in 30 years. Good. Ain't no sweat. Keep it. Christ could just cut your neck. When he come, he cut your head, a whole head off. You could keep the dreads, but you can't keep the body. Right? You just cut the dreads off. They're not real locks. They're not real locks at all. All right. What's the next one?
Kwamida from Chicago. If I may, sir, how is gospel music harmful or unlawful to us?
Okay, gospel music is not the music of God. All right. Gospel music is not God's music. That's not what the Lord wants to hear or listen to. Gospel music is really, the best way to put it is it's whore's music. And I'm going to explain why I'm saying it's whore's music, right? If you want to game up a whore, what would you say to her? Besides, I got money. Go ahead.
Anything that she want to hear, what makes her feel good.
What makes her feel good? So you tell her how you are pretty. What's that? I forget the something Cyrus. A young boy. He had a song, You Worth It. Something you deserve it. What's his name?
YK Osiris.
YK Osiris. You all know the song I'm talking about. You deserve it. You worth it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole anthem, Mark.
That's right.
You so worth it and you deserve it. You so worth it. You worth it. I'll give you anything. I'll give you the sun, the moon, the stars. I'll give you everything. That's whole talk. The nigga can't give you the sun. He can't give you the moon. It sound good though. And she like it. She might have sex with him. You the baddest bitch I seen. You the baddest thing. You something. It's whole talk. Praise. You so worthy. You Neil had some other song. You so worthy. And she walk like a boss, talk like a boss, do everything like a she's something abundantly. And she don't need me for nothing. I really need her. That's how gospel music talks to God. You are worthy to be praised. You the best. All week you're smoking weed and eating pork and being a faggot and a whore. But this day, you are worthy. You the boss of the earth. We are not worthy. I'm just here happy to be in presence with you. You think God is a hoe? You're gaming God up. How about you stop listening to gospel music and just do what the fuck he tell you to do? Do what he tell you to do. Put on that murder, kill music and don't kill nobody. Wow. put on that, that Rick Ross where he talking about selling drugs and I'm in the White House. And don't sell no drugs or do drugs. Wow. But I'm coming to you. But you listen to gospel music about how God is so worthy and he's worthy to be praised and he is the Almighty, and don't do a goddamn thing he say. You think God is a hoe. You think he's soft. You think you think he's stupid. I wouldn't listen to gospel if I was you, sis. Salakia. I'm wrong for that. I apologize. You did not ask why he should not. You asked, what's the question she asked? She asked. And pull for me, take away the noise of Amos. I'm gonna come to you. What's the question she asked?
She asked, if I may, sir, how is gospel music harmful or unlawful to us?
Right. How is gospel music harmful? So I just described how it's harmful. You're carrying the Lord like he a hoe, and the Lord ain't no hoe. He gonna destroy your life over that shit. He gonna destroy your life. Them children in them in that camp down there in Kerrville, they was singing gospel. He got the whole world, but they was singing, Jesus loves me, this I know, and the water came rushing out. Shapat did them the DC laugh. That's it. Lord bless the dead. Yeah, man. I don't know. Shit. That's that's white people shit out. That's white people shit out. You watch the movie Titanic, they say, and the band kept playing. The band playing, the ship sinking. You in there, the flood coming. Brother, they said some camp official got the message about an hour and kept them kids there. Because they trust in that gospel music. God said, you're going to treat me like a hoe in no sweat. Take some of this water. That's how it's harmful to us. How it's unlawful, give me Amos. And go ahead. What's going to say, Shapat, please? That's the precept you're going to pull or something else? Give me Amos first, then I'm going to come to that one. All right.
Amos chapter 5, verse 23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vow.
Say it one more time.
Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vow.
Take thou away from me the noise of your songs. Gospel music is noise. It's like a prating fool talking. It's just noise. Just he is worthy. Nigga, fuck. Put on some card, man. Go listen to some 1440 Rebel. Go listen to King Tar. Go who else? Go listen to Korak. Korak got some shit for your ass. Like, I'm gonna tell you straight up and down now. Korak take the Nintendo beat and have you jamming in that damn car. Shit, listen Shapat. God damn it. Listen Shapat, man. You know what I mean? Shapat gonna have you, bobbing and weaving in that traffic. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. And he ain't killing nobody, and he obeying what the Lord said. Gospel music is the voice of Satan. It's from Satan. It has nothing to do with God. It's not how we operate. You want Benjamite music. Some people consider that gospel music. You listen to Benjamite music, that ain't playing in no church, Rock. That ain't playing in no church. It says, let's say I have no white God. Don't teach me anything wrong. People will say that's gospel because you're talking about God. Well, that's not playing in the church. Better you listen to that. Yeah, I mean, Buju say Bombay buying a batty boy head, meaning what? A homosexual gonna get put to death. You get the point? Go listen to that and don't kill the homosexual. How about you do that shit? You listening, he is worthy, he's worthy to be praised, blah, blah, blah. And the sodomite right next to you, everybody say to your neighbor, I love you. He said, go on and turn to your neighbor and say, I love you. You get the point? Gospel music is against God and it's very harmful to us. I wouldn't listen no gospel. I would listen to a whole CD from, what's the nigga from Chicago, King Vaughn. I'd listen to all King Vaughn songs. I'd be in the car, Vaughn. all the way to class. Vaughn, as I pay my tithes, I put the tithes in the envelope or do the Zelle and the cash up. Vaughn. But you listening gospel and you ain't paying a lick of tithes. And we wait for the calamity. When calamity takes you, the Lord is going to laugh. That's in the Bible. We good to go. What's the other precept you had out? And then we're done.
Book of Psalms, chapter 39. 39. Hold up. Select wrong one. The book of Psalms, chapter 137. You know what I'm saying? Verse 3. For they that carried us away captive.
Excellent precept. So what? Go ahead.
Yahanna, sir. For there they that carried us away captive required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of those songs of Zion.
Right? But how can we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? Right? I believe that's what it says, right? Read on.
The next verse. How shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land?
Right? Like you talking about, you listen to gospel music. If gospel music is God's song and is the music of the Lord, David said, we can't sing the Lord's song in a strange land. We can't sing the Lord's song to people who carried us away captive by the rivers of Babylon, where we came from. How can we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? If gospel is God's song, then we surely shouldn't be singing it because we are in a strange land. You get the point? We are definitely in a strange land. The joy songs they want to hear is to entertain them, to make them feel good. Gospel music is really just whole talk. You're trying to game a whole up so the whole could give you what you want right then and there. That's what it is. You want to go there and dance and sing in church and scream to the loudest and hallelujah. And they be going off, boy, in that church. It's down there like a nightmare if you're a young child. You hear hallelujah. And he's like, what the fuck is he screaming about? It's a nightmare. It's scary. How about you just shut your mouth and don't go down on your knees when that faggot come around? Stop being a sodomite. How about you stop touching them kids? Stop getting high. Stop being, going after these whores. How about you just do that? You get the point? Gospel music is absolutely satanic and against God. All right? I hope that answers your question, sis. We good to go, Bakwash? With that, Salakia, pass the class over to Priest and Officer Shapataya.
Security announcements with the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahanna. Rules for new brothers and sisters. The new brother or sister comes to the school, they are salute. They are orphans for 6 months. They'll be saluted only. They're here to share themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head and speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, you can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew and it's pronounced I.S.U.P.K. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocation. Memorial blowing of trumpets, first day of the 7th month, Sunday, the 21st of September, 2025. You can find this in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 through 25. Also, we are still in cookout season. The next cookout is the Midwest Fire Weekend in Chicago, Illinois, July 31st to August the 3rd. Then we got the Harlem Cookout headquarters, September the 5th, September the 7th. Then we got the California West Coast Cookout, October the 2nd to October the 5th. And then the Down South Houston Cookout, October the 30th to November the 2nd. But make sure you make your travel arrangements, book your hotels. So we always have a good time for these cookouts. Go see your brethren, you know what I'm saying? Gather together these times right here. Salak, anybody? Salak, so you want to add anything else? Come. Man, Ackman, Ackrothon, check on social media, such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, you should start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black headband, a scarf. And with that, I say I might, which means a stand, since you may remain seated. We'll give a courtesy salute to the teacher. Benefit, not Shabbat. Gotta give him a tie, saw, which means a turn. Sisters, you may stand. Might be. We'll give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Man Shabbat. Yahanna Shabbat. Y'all give him a tie. Class dismissed.